It is 8:45 in the morning on East Boulevard, in the Dilworth neighborhood of Charlotte, North Carolina. The sidewalks here are lined with small businesses, coffee shops, and residents walking to work. It is the kind of block where nothing is supposed to happen. A woman is walking near the intersection of East Boulevard and Euclid Avenue. She is holding a balloon. She does not know the man behind her, she has not spoken to him. There is no argument, no warning, no exchange of words captured on any recording reviewed by investigators. Then, without provocation, a man steps toward her and strikes her in the face with a closed fist. She falls to the sidewalk. Witnesses and investigators say she appears to lose consciousness on impact. The man does not stop to check on her. He does not call for help. Instead, police say, he keeps recording, and the video ends with him walking away. This attack was not caught by a stranger's phone, or a nearby security camera, or a passing witness. It was filmed by the man accused of carrying it out, and posted to his own social media account. This is the story of how that decision, to record and publish his own alleged crime, led investigators directly to him. And it is the story of a Mecklenburg County court record stretching back more than 2 decades. One that raises hard questions about how many chances the system gives a person before something like this happens on a public sidewalk in broad daylight. The assault took place on Thursday, July 30th, 2026, in the 400 block of East Boulevard, near Euclid Avenue, the heart of Dilworth, one of Charlotte's oldest and most walkable neighborhoods. According to the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department, the victim was walking on the sidewalk when a man approached her and punched her once with a closed fist. Police say she was knocked to the ground. Video reviewed by investigators, and later by media outlets including WSOC-TV, appeared to show she may have been knocked unconscious by the blow. The man did not linger. According to CMPD, he fled the scene on foot. The victim was transported to a local hospital. Police have described her injuries as serious, but not life-threatening. At the time, CMPD had no named suspect. What they did have was a business owner nearby, Bill Godwin, who owns Paper Skyscraper, a shop on East Boulevard, whose business was closed at the time of the attack, but who later told WCNC he helped investigators locate nearby security cameras to track the suspect's movements. "It's very disturbing, sickening," Godwin told WCNC. "It's terrifying for everyone." For a neighborhood used to foot traffic and small business mornings, the randomness of the assault was, in Godwin's words, difficult to process. There was no theft, no known relationship between attacker and victim, no clear motive investigators have disclosed. What the case needed next was an identification. That identification came from an unlikely source, the suspect's own account. Investigators say that in the days following the July 30th attack, CMPD detectives began investigating a social media account containing multiple videos, footage that appeared to show the same man engaging in a pattern of assaults and confrontations with women, not just the incident on East Boulevard. On Thursday, August 6, 2026, at approximately 7:30 p.m., CMPD received a call to respond to an area near East 4th Street in Uptown Charlotte, described in police reports as an attempt to locate call. When officers arrived, they were shown the social media account detectives had already been reviewing. Detectives had by that point identified the man in the videos, 32-year-old Dequan Shafar Hunt. Fox News Digital later reported that it reviewed additional videos posted to the same account. One clip appeared to show a woman being chased until she took cover behind a parked vehicle. A caption on the account reviewed by Fox News Digital read, "Ah, feels good." Another video, according to that same report, showed the person filming, allegedly Hunt, confronting a woman before the camera jolts, and the sound of an apparent punch is audible. The woman is then shown on the ground, while the person behind the camera continues to taunt her, and appears to strike her again. It is important to state clearly what is confirmed and what is not. CMPD has confirmed the July 30 East Boulevard assault as a charged case. As of this recording, it has not been publicly confirmed whether the other videos reviewed by media outlets are connected to additional separate criminal charges, or whether they remain under review as part of the broader investigation. Detectives have said the case is active and ongoing, and that they continue to examine the recordings tied to the account. Officers took Hunt into custody on the evening of August 6th. He was transported to a local medical facility for treatment. The specific reason for that treatment has not been detailed in public statements. Police say that once he is released from medical care, he will be transferred to the custody of the Mecklenburg County Sheriff's Office, where he faces a charge of assault with a deadly weapon. WBTV additionally reported that Hunt faces multiple charges connected to this case, including communicating threats, assault on a female, and violating a domestic violence protective order. To understand why this case has drawn attention well beyond Charlotte, it is necessary to look at what court records show about the man now accused in it. According to Mecklenburg County court records obtained by Queen City News, Daquan Shafar Hunt has been connected to at least 20 separate cases in Mecklenburg County over the past several years. Jail records reviewed by multiple outlets show he has been arrested no fewer than 9 times between October 2023 and December 2025 alone, a run of arrests, releases and rearrests that predates the Dilworth assault by only a matter of months. Here's what the public record shows, case by case, according to WCNC's review of Mecklenburg County Court and Jail records. June 2019, Hunt was arrested for discharging a weapon into occupied property and a felony probation violation. He pleaded guilty to both charges. In July 2020, he was sentenced to 20 to 36 months in prison, a sentence that court records indicate was ultimately suspended, though the specific reasoning is not detailed in the public record reviewed by reporters. Hunt was arrested on charges of breaking or entering, injury to personal property, and a misdemeanor probation violation. He was found guilty on all 3 counts and sentenced to 90 days in jail, credited for time already served while awaiting trial. September and October 2024, court and jail records showed 2 separate arrests tied to violations of a domestic violence protective order, alongside additional breaking or entering and property damage charges. February 2025, Hunt was again arrested on charges including breaking or entering, injury to personal property, contempt of court, and another domestic violence protective order violation. March 2025, he was arrested and charged with assault on a female. September 2025, Hunt was arrested for simple assault and disorderly conduct at a transportation terminal. He was convicted in November 2025 of disorderly conduct and sentenced to 11 days in jail. Again, credited for time served. The assault charge in that case was dropped. This arrest is connected to a broader pattern. According to WSOC-TV, Hunt had also been accused, in September, of pepper spraying a person on a Charlotte area transit system bus, and court records indicate he had previously been banned from the transit system altogether. His most recent arrest before the Dilworth case, in December 2025, involved an allegation that he threatened a man with a knife on or near a Gold Line streetcar in Uptown Charlotte. November 2025, Hunt was arrested for assaulting an officer and resisting arrest. He was convicted on the assault charge in December 2025 and sentenced to 6 days in jail, credited for time served. December 2025, in the same month, Hunt faced 2 separate arrests. One was for second-degree trespass. Those charges were later dropped in February 2026. The other was more serious: assault with a deadly weapon, communicating threats, and 2 counts of carrying a concealed weapon. That December 2025 case would prove to be the most significant on his record heading into 2026. According to court records, Hunt accepted a plea agreement in that case on March 18, 2026, before Judge Joseph Setzer Jr. He was convicted of assault with a deadly weapon and carrying a concealed weapon, and sentenced to 89 days in jail. Again, fully credited against time already served awaiting trial. As part of the judgment, Hunt was ordered to surrender a firearm to law enforcement. In practical terms, a man convicted in March 2026 of assault with a deadly weapon walked free the same month, having already served his sentence while his case moved through the court system. 4 months later, police say he punched a stranger unconscious on a sidewalk in Dilworth and filmed it. What separates this case from a single act of street violence is the pattern investigators say the social media account revealed. This was not, according to the footage reviewed by reporters, a single lapse. It was a series. The July 30 assault is the one CMPD has formally charged, but the other clips described by Fox News Digital: a woman chased to the cover of a parked car, another confrontation ending in a punch and a taunt as the victim lay on the ground, suggest at minimum a broader pattern of targeting women in public spaces, unprompted, and documenting it. Investigators have not said publicly whether they believe all of the videos depict real, contemporaneous incidents, or whether some could be older footage, staged, or unrelated to Hunt directly. That distinction matters, and as of this recording it has not been resolved in any public statement from CMPD. What can be said with certainty is that detectives were already investigating the account before the August 6th arrest, meaning this was not a single tip that cracked the case, but an ongoing pattern CMPD had flagged before the arrest was made. CMPD has stated that anyone with additional information related to the case is encouraged to contact the department. The investigation remains active. This case has not stayed confined to Charlotte news coverage. It has become part of a wider public conversation in North Carolina about repeat offenders, pretrial release, and public safety. A conversation that intensified after the 2023 killing of Irina Zarutska on Charlotte's light rail system, a case that led to the passage of what is commonly referred to as Irina's Law. That law eliminated cashless bail for a defined set of violent crimes, and introduced other pretrial changes aimed at repeat violent offenders. Some local commentators and residents, in the aftermath of the Dilworth arrest, have drawn direct comparisons between the two cases, pointing to Hunt's record of transit-related offenses, including the transit ban and the December 2025 knife threat aboard a streetcar, as an example of the exact pattern the law was designed to address. It is not yet clear, as of this recording, how Irina's Law will affect the handling of Hunt's current charges, since much of his most serious prior record, including the March 2026 plea, predates the point at which the law's provisions would apply to a new case moving forward. That is a legal question for the courts, not a conclusion this documentary is in a position to draw. What is clear is that Hunt's case has become a flashpoint for a debate that was already underway in Mecklenburg County. How the criminal justice system evaluates risk, credits time served, and determines who is released back into the community, and how quickly. As of this recording, here is what is confirmed. Dequan Shafar Hunt, 32, was arrested on the evening of August 6, 2026, in connection with a July 30 assault on East Boulevard, in Charlotte's Dilworth neighborhood. He faces a charge of assault with a deadly weapon, along with additional charges reported by WBTV, that include communicating threats, assault on a female, and violation of a domestic violence protective order. He was taken to a medical facility for treatment following his arrest, and is expected to be transferred to the custody of the Mecklenburg County Sheriff's Office. The victim, whose identity has not been publicly released, was hospitalized with injuries described by police as serious, but not life-threatening. CMPD has stated the investigation remains active. Detectives continue to review additional footage connected to the social media account that led them to Hunt. It has not been confirmed whether that additional footage will result in further charges. Court records confirm Hunt has at least 20 prior cases in Mecklenburg County, including a March 2026 conviction for assault with a deadly weapon for which he served a sentence, already satisfied by time in custody, awaiting trial. No trial date for the current charges has been publicly announced as of this recording. What happened on East Boulevard on July 30 lasted only seconds. A woman walking with a balloon, a man behind her, a single punch, and then nothing but footsteps walking away. It is the kind of moment that, without a camera, might never have been solved. Instead, police say, the man accused of throwing that punch recorded it himself, and in doing so, handed investigators the evidence that would identify him. What remains is a court process that has not yet run its course, and a community in Dilworth left asking how a stranger can be attacked in daylight on a street they walk every day. This case is active. As new developments emerge, additional charges, court dates, or updates from the Mecklenburg County District Attorney's Office, True Crime Uncovered, will follow this story and bring you what the record shows. All individuals named in this video are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. This documentary is based on public statements from the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department, Mecklenburg County Court and Jail records, and reporting from WBTV, WSOC-TV, WCNC, Queen City News, and Fox News Digital. If you have information related to this case, contact Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police or Crime Stoppers. Subscribe to Behind the Case File for more true crime investigations, covered with accuracy and respect.